Hey everyone, it's Carson. I'm going to be leading you through a stretch and balance routine today. So we'll just get started by marching in place, trying to drive those knees up, get the legs working. Now we'll throw in some arm circles. We'll go forward first and we'll go from small to big. We're going to keep on driving those knees up. Good job. We'll make those arm circles a little bigger now. Trying to loosen up our shoulders. And in about 10 seconds, we're going to reverse the way we're doing our arm circles. We'll go back to small. Then 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So we'll reverse, start small again, then we'll get bigger. Good job. We'll keep doing this for another 5 seconds. And 4, 3, 2, 1. I'll keep on marching in place for a few more seconds. Then we'll go ahead and throw in some bicep curls while we're still marching. We're trying to get that full contraction of our bicep at the top of the lift. Good job. Make sure we're controlling that curl all the way from start to finish. Nice job. We'll keep on doing these for another 15 seconds. And then 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We'll switch into a squat and calf raise combo. So we're just going to start out with feet shoulder width apart. We'll squat down and do a calf raise at the top. Try not to have your knees go past 90 degrees. And if you want to increase the intensity, you can hold that calf raise at the top for 1 or 2 seconds. Nice job. Make sure we're keeping our chest up, our back straight. Good job. And we'll get 5 in more. Do 3 more. 2. And 1. Right now we're going to switch into a tricep extension. So we're going to keep our feet shoulder width apart, have a slight bend in our knees, bring our hips forward. We're just going to extend our arms. Good job. Trying to get a full contraction in our tricep. Make sure we control the movement all the way through. Good job, everyone. And we'll keep doing these for another 5 seconds. And 4, 3, 2, 1. Now we're going to get into some stretching. We're just going to do a shoulder stretch, bringing our arm across the body. Then we want to make sure that we're holding a stretch above or below our elbow joint. Nice job. And try to sink deeper into that stretch with every exhale. And we'll hold this for another 10 seconds. And in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, we'll switch arms. Do the same thing. Try and hold that stretch above or below your elbow joint. Make sure you're not stretching to where it hurts or where you feel a slight tension. Good job, everyone. We'll hold this side for another 10 seconds and we'll get in some balance. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So we're just going to start off our balance with some toe taps. So we'll have our hands on our hips, kick our foot out, we'll put it back on the ground, we'll kick out to the side, put it back on the ground, we'll kick it as far out behind us as we're comfortable with, and come back to the middle. And we'll just keep on repeating that with one leg for now. If you want to increase the intensity, you can keep your foot off the ground the entire time. Try and keep these movements slow and controlled. Really test that balance. We'll keep working on this side for another 10 seconds. And in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now we'll switch sides. The same thing, we'll just put our foot down after each movement. Or if you want to keep that intensity up, you can keep your foot off the ground the entire time. Good job, everyone. And we'll keep this side for another 15 seconds. And we'll go into one more balance exercise for our stretching. And in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So now we're going to do another balance exercise. We're going to kick our foot out, and we can touch back on the ground. And we'll swing it as far through as we can. We're working on those ad and abductor muscles, continuing to test our balance. If you want to increase the intensity again, you can keep your foot off the ground all the way through, make it one fluid motion. Nice job. We're keeping these movements slow and controlled. We're trying to test that balance. We'll hold this side for another 10 seconds. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And we'll switch legs. Do the same thing with this leg. Trying to keep it slow and controlled. You want to extend our leg out to where we feel a slight stretch. Good job. We'll keep on doing this side for another 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. Right now we're going to get into some stretching. So we're going to start off, we're just going to do a forward lunge with a twist. We'll come forward and twist our body. And we'll switch legs every time. We should be feeling a stretch in our quads, and a little in our obliques with that twist. Good job, everyone. And we'll do 2 more on each side. We'll switch to another stretch. We'll do 1 more on each side now. And the last one. All right, so our next stretch, we're going to get our obliques. So we're just going to put our hands over our head. And we're going to lean to one side as far as we can, making sure the right side of our body doesn't hurt. Feel a nice stretch in that oblique, right next to your ribs. And we'll just hold this for another 15 seconds before we switch sides. And then 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Do the same thing on our other side. And we're just stretching to the point of tension. There shouldn't be any pain. Good job, everyone. We'll hold this side for another 10 seconds. And in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I'll come back to a regular standing position. And we're going to do a tricep stretch. We're just going to grab our elbow and try to drive that hand as far down our back as possible. Again, making sure this doesn't hurt. There'll only be a slight tension in that tricep. We're trying to keep our back straight as well and our chest out. Good job, everyone. We'll hold this side for another 10 seconds. And we'll switch arms. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I'll switch arms. Same thing on this arm. Try to drive that hand down our back as much as possible, but making sure it doesn't hurt. Keep holding this side for another 15 seconds. And we have 1 more stretch on our feet. And we'll go to the ground in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now we're going to do a side lunge. So we're going to spread our feet out pretty wide. And we're just going to pick a side and lean towards it. Should feel a nice stretch on our inner thigh, or our extended leg. If you want to try and get a deeper stretch with every exhale, you can try and go deeper into the stretch. If you're comfortable where you're at, that's fine as well. Remember, we're trying to keep our back up, our chest up. We'll hold this side for another 15 seconds. Good job, everyone. And then 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I'll switch sides. So again, trying to feel a nice pull in that inner thigh of our extended leg. Gradually trying to get a deeper stretch with every exhale. Looking good, everyone. We'll keep holding this side for another 20 seconds. I'm going to keep that back up and chest up. We'll hold this for another 10 seconds and we'll go to the ground. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now we'll sit down. We're just going to do a seated hamstring stretch. So if you want to make that figure 4 shape with your legs. And we're just going to try and touch our toes as far as we can get without feeling pain. We're trying to keep that back straight. Good job. We'll hold this side for another 10 seconds. And then 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're going to do the same thing with our other leg. We're going to tuck one in, then reach out for that extended leg as far as we can. Feel a nice pull in the hamstring of our extended leg. Remember to keep that back up, and our chest up. Good job, everyone. And then we'll hold this side for another 10 seconds. And then 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We'll switch into our butterfly stretch. Come here. We'll put our feet together as close to our body as possible. And we're going to let gravity kind of take our knees down. If you want a more intense stretch, you can try and bring the heels of your feet into your glutes as far as they can go without it hurting. Nice job. You should feel our hips starting to open up now. And we'll hold this stretch for another 20 seconds. And in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're going to extend one of our legs. We're going to keep one knee bent. We're just going to do a calf stretch while seated. So on that bent knee, we're going to grab the balls of our feet and just pull up towards our body. Should feel a nice pull in that calf. Looking good, everyone. We'll hold this side for another 15 seconds. And we'll switch legs. We're trying to keep that back straight. And in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Do the same thing with the opposite leg. So just grabbing the balls of those feet, pulling up to where you feel a nice stretch, a good amount of tension. Keeping that back straight, looking good. And then in 5 seconds, we'll switch. 3, 2, 1. I'm just going to do a knee to chest stretch. We're going to find somewhere to lay down. We're going to extend one leg, and then we're just going to tuck our knee into our chest. Try to extend your back all the way on the floor. And we'll switch legs in 3, 2, 1. And in 5 seconds, we'll switch into child's pose. And 3, 2, 1. We'll sit up. Let's get on our knees. Put our hands out. Sink into a stretch. And in 3 seconds, we'll switch into Cobra Pose. 3, 2, 1. We'll come forward, plant our shoulders, plant our hands beneath our shoulders, push up. Looking up to the ceiling. Nice job, everyone. And we'll hold this for another 20 seconds. And then we'll do another 10 seconds here. And 3, 2, 1. We'll come back to our feet. Do our cool down. All right, now once everyone's standing up, we're just gonna grab one leg, bring it behind us and do a quad stretch. If you need to use the back of a chair or a wall for extra stability, feel free to do so. If you want a deeper stretch, you can lean forward. Get a deeper stretch in that quad. And we'll switch legs in 10 seconds. In 3, 2, 1. We'll switch legs. Same thing if you need to use a wall or the back of a chair for extra stability. Feel free to do that. We'll hold this leg for another 10 seconds. And 3, 2, 1. I'll do a bicep stretch. We're just going to extend our arm, grab the tips of our fingers and drag them towards the ground. Hold that for another 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. We'll switch arms. We'll hold this side for another 10 seconds. Then we'll do our last stretch, which is a chest stretch. In 3, 2, 1. So now we'll put our hands behind our back. And we'll push our shoulders back and puff our chest out. Then look at the ceiling. And we'll just hold it there for about 20 seconds or so. And that'll be it. Hold it for another 10 seconds. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And that is my stretch and balance class. Thank you guys for watching.